At least one's over on that side. Three, actually. Three coming from the back alley.
What?
I hit two of them off! I hit two of them off! Oh.
If that's not play the game, I swear, dude.
Please tell me I get... Yes! Yes! Come on, let's see it. Right here.
Oh, see,
Alright, Overwatch 2. Well, this is a game that came out. Is it a game or an update? Who really knows? But am I having fun with it? Hell yeah. Am I happy about the game right now? Hell no. Let's talk about it for a little bit. Now before I start real quick, as you can see, I have 666 subscribers. That's that's rough. I don't really want to look at that. I feel like my channel is cursed until I get one more, so drop a sub and I'll love you forever. Overwatch 2, this game just came out, and it's funny to say that this game just came out because, let's be honest, is this really a new game? Not really. To give you an example, when the game dropped and I went to download it, it didn't start a new download, it just updated the original Overwatch 1 game. So that one is no longer playable. Let's just say that if Overwatch 1 was 1.0, this is Overwatch 2.0. Now, there's a lot of quality of life changes. I'm not gonna explain them all, but just in the core gameplay, there's been a lot of changes. The biggest one being going from 6v6 to 5v5. Now, when you're talking about team comp and everyone having their own role and all that, I think that having one tank instead of two is just a lot better for the game, honestly. You know, the tank is the big squishy guy. He runs around, he's kind of like the leader, he takes all the hits. Just think about it. Would you rather have two big sponges running around or just one? It just makes the flow a lot better, in my opinion, and it brings out more of the other teammates to do their job and their role when they're doing their job and their role. If everyone's dead on the team and you're the only little DPS out there, don't stay around until you get killed, because you're gonna get killed. You don't have your heroes. Like, this is a team game. The team is as strong as its weakest link, right? You need your teammates, and if your teammates suck, then you're gonna suck. And that's kind of what I like about the game too, is that it's not primarily focused around, okay, we just need to get the most amount of kills. Like, this ain't Call of Duty, right? You have to put some thought behind it. And it's not just everyone is on the same playing field. Like, there's so many different characters. Everyone feels unique. There's a role for everyone. If you're not good at shooting, you're not good at getting all the kills and doing that, and you can play support. You can be a healer, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, the healers are probably the most important part of this whole thing, because if your teammates aren't healed, they're gonna die, and you're not gonna win. So going from 6v6 to 5v5 really, I feel like, just solidifies the whole team comp. So besides that, and the fact that a lot of characters have just gotten changes made to their kits to level them out a little bit more, whether that's for the best or for the worst, that's up for speculation. Truly, like, besides all of the problems with this game, which I will get into, at the core of it, like the actual gameplay, how the game plays, I love it. I just do. It's fun. If you have a full 5 group of friends playing, it's a fun time. Now, does this game deserve to be called a sequel? No, but I don't really think that matters. If the core of the game is great, would you really want them to go out of their way and try to make drastic changes and sequel the game, and then it's not as good as the original? But I don't think it should be called a sequel. It's whatever. Like, Overwatch 2, fine. We have Destiny 1, we have Destiny 2. It didn't start very well, but now they've stuck to it. They know what kind of game it is, and it's better for it. Same thing with this. I feel like in time, everything will get better, but at the same time, they're not starting from scratch. They're starting from a pretty solid place with the original Overwatch. So it can only get better from here. Hopefully, hopefully. So, I mean, between the 3 new characters, there's a bunch of new maps, but let's talk about some stuff that I do not like about this game. First of all, which this, in a month from now, is not going to be an issue. They'll have fixed out all the bugs, but when the game launched, I cannot stress this enough. Every time a hyped game comes out, the servers are messed up, there's bugs, and it seems like everything is just rushed now. Like, it's more important to get the game out as soon as possible than it is to make sure that the game works, and that's a problem. It seems like if one company does it and it's fine, then everyone else is going to do it. it, just like loot boxes. Speak of the devil, Overwatch, here we go. Overwatch wasn't the first, but it was kind of the starting point of loot box praise that every game had to implement, even though it didn't need them. If something is popular in a game, other game companies will copy that because it works. Well, it works for them, but not for the good of the game. So if one company launches a game and it's shit servers and you can't play the game for another 2 days, but it's still successful, everyone's gonna keep doing it. That's the problem. The only way to get rid of loot boxes is to stop buying the loot boxes, but that's not gonna happen. So we need to start recognizing that launching games like this in this state is a no-no. Do not do it. Please, it's annoying. October 4th, all I wanted to do was play the game. I was super excited, and I spent about 12 hours that day trying to get in and play with my friend, right? 6 of those hours was just spent waiting to get into the server, and then the other 6 was spent trying to play with him because we had 2 different versions of the game, and even though we were both ready to play and invite each other, we couldn't do that. So the first entire day, I played 1 game with him. 1 game. And that's it. And it sucks because I'm getting mad because I want to play the game. So it's like, do I really hate the game for it? Yes and no. Also, the character stuff. Characters have been locked. You'll get on and play. Half the characters are locked out. What happens is a new player comes in and plays. A lot of the characters are locked and it progressively unlocks them for you with challenges, I think. And you slowly learn all the characters and you're not overwhelmed getting on the game and having a 36 character, 34 whatever selection. You have a few and you can slowly open your arsenal of characters. It just helps. Like I appreciate that for new players. But game got glitched and non-new players were thought to be new players and you could only play Peanut Butter Monkey Winston. And I mean I like Winston, but he's not my main. So forcing me to play him just made me not want to play the game. So basically a whole like 4 days after the game came out was when I could actually enjoy the game and get on and play it, which sucks because in the end I wanted to play the game. It's a good game, but all of these bugs and issues, these are multi-million-dollar companies now. This is Activision Blizzard. Like, don't tell me you don't have the resources to like fix these things before they come out. It's unacceptable. Like there's no excuse for it. But hopefully in time all of this will be cleared up. Yesterday I was able to get in and play no problem, easily. So that's just a temporary problem. It's not going to matter in a month from now. But the biggest thing, here it is. Why is this game called Overwatch 2 and not just Overwatch 2.0? Well, because of the PvE. This game has been highly marketed towards the new PvE story mode. I don't know exactly what it is, but a PvE mode. They had a bunch of cinematics, and I'll be honest, Blizzard, their cinematics department is on point. Like, these cinematics are great, all the character ones are great, and the story mode thing, I really wanted to play it. I was pumped for it. And then when the day came, the game came out, I'm like, where's the story mode? Well, the story mode is gonna come out later. Again, we need to stop this. Don't release the game until you have the game, right? Because at this point, it's just Overwatch 2.0. And in time, I'm sure they'll come out with a bunch of new things and it'll be fun. It'll feel more like a complete game. But for now, this is what we have. And is it fun? Yes. Do I like the changes they made? Yes. Do I want to keep playing it? Yes, I do, of course. It's kind of hard. A lot of people will take these faults and just completely dismiss the game and never play them again. Like No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky was awful at first. And then years later, it's great. And I didn't even know about it. I saw the game was on Game Pass one day, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna meme this and play this crappy ass game. I get on there and find out that they've completely fixed a bunch of things, and it's up there with like the best survival kind of games. Like, but I never knew about it because everyone just gave up on it. Understand the problems that these games had, but at the same time, give them a chance. Wait, if you have problems with it, just wait a few months, see what happens afterwards, and maybe it'll be better. So, you made it to the end here. I appreciate you listening to what I got to say about the game. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you disagreed with anything, that's fine. I'd like to hear it. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.
Oh, hell yeah. He said he shit on the mans with Farah, and he did.
Probably it.
Called it too. He said I shit on them. He did indeed shit on them. Wow, he
When you don't want to aim, play fair.
Point in general direction.
You were just like flicking your wrist everywhere.